Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Jody here with JI Colorist. We are here today to continue our coloring the gems of the year. So we are doing a different birthstone every month. We are in the month of May 2024 and the birthstone we are covering today is the beautiful emerald. So an emerald is a precious gemstone. So it's one of the 4 precious gemstones. It comes in a variety of different colors, but they're all green, as the name would suggest. There's also something called an emerald cut. So we are actually going to do the emerald cut here. This is a Coloring Bliss coloring practice sheet that I have off of the Coloring Bliss website. I will link that in the channel description. And I will show on screen a bunch of different pictures from the internet. Some are the emerald in their crystal form, which is how they start, and then some will be polished and stones. The emerald comes from a crystal and it is a faceted stone, so we will be coloring it as a faceted stone. That means that the light will go in and refract a little bit, and so I have selected 2 different colors for color schemes for the emeralds. One is on this side and it is more of a turquoise, and then one is more of a clear bright green emerald that way. So we'll do both because emeralds come in many different ones, and the inclusions really affect the amount of light going through the emerald, and we will cover that as well. Okay, let me zoom you down and we'll get started. So when coloring an emerald, I like to use a minimum of 3 colors. So I will have a dark, a medium, and a light. And we have a dark, a medium, and a light. These are all Chromos pencils. So I'll go through this side first. So we've got light phthalo green 162 as our light color. Then we have phthalo green 161 as our mid color. And then our dark color is emerald green 163. And I do use this on both sides, and it's for the darkest color along the area edge, and this is Hooker's green 159. So that's going to be for this side. Now this side, the emerald is more of a cloudy emerald, so it depends on the size of emerald on your coloring page. You may want it bright, or you may want it more a cloudy emerald. So this side is more of a bright clear emerald, and that uses the lightest color is light green 171, and the mid color is leaf green 112, and then again the dark green is Hooker's green 159. So we're going to do both sides, and then you can decide on your page which one you like best. I did also bring in a green metallic jelly roll, and I did the edge around this side just to see how that would look. Okay, let's start on this side, and we are going to do this. I want to have there to be some light coming through, even though it is more of a moody color. So I'm going to put in some light color there. I'm going to bring in my darkest color, and I'm just going to kind of reserve the very bottom edge. And then the second color is this phthalo green 161. And I'm just going to marry the 2. I just like to do 1 coat of all of that to kind of get where my colors are going to go. And then this is the emerald green. And I'm going to go over from the bottom all the way up and kind of blend those 2 colors together. And I'm going to go from the emerald green, I'm going to go top down a little bit. So I'm going to end up having a deeper saturation of color on the bottom edge, and then the emerald green coming into the lighter green on the top. And we can use also the emerald green to kind of do the sides. Once I have my first layer down, I'll go back and I'll bring out the lightest layer, and I'll go not all the way to the bottom, but I will go from the kind of the almost the top down, and that's because I want to blend all those colors together. And then I'm going to come back. This is the hooker's green, sorry, that goes on the bottom. And you don't need much of the darkest green, just kind of on the bottom, and then it's the emerald green that I should have put here, so I'll just have to fix that area a little bit. So a few facts about the emerald. An emerald shape itself is octagon, it's rectangular shape, which is the shape of this. So emerald is also a color, which is green. And emerald is also a gemstone. So you can have an emerald shape, color, or gemstone. And all three can be an emerald. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Now I'm just blending with the pencils. I'm not doing any Gamsol or anything, so that's kind of nice. So there's almost a glow. That light makes kind of almost a glow, but it's not going to be a bright glow, which we'll see on the other side. Okay, so this is an emerald where you would have probably more inclusions, and an emerald is besides it being the shape, an emerald is the green. It's from the beryl family, which is a mineral, and it is a green beryl. We have had aquamarine was also from the beryl family, if you recall that. Okay, we're going to go do this side now. So I'm going to grab my hooker's green for the very edge. And then we've got our next shade, which is leaf green. And it's a pretty harsh line right now, but don't worry, we will rectify that. My lightest green is the light green 171. I'm going to come back to the leaf green. I'm going to come from the top down. So this is a brighter, cleaner green. So the green actually comes from the element chromium. So that's what gives it its nice color. The most valuable emeralds have a bluish tinge to them as well. And some of those come from the Colombian mine. So those tend to fetch the highest price. Comment below if May is your birthstone month and if you have an emerald, if you wear it on a regular basis. We're just going back and forth. And we don't want harsh lines. Just kind of blending things in. It's okay to have a bit darker along the facet line. And then we're going to come in with the lightest color and blend everything together. We're not going to go down to the very bottom though, because we don't want to lighten up that area, but we do want it to kind of glow. And then I always come back in with the very darkest color. And it's kind of rounded on the corners here. And that's how we're going to do that side. So depending on the picture, I may decide that this color works better for the color palette of the picture, or I might want it to really glow and pop off the page, and then I would do the emerald in this color. So what's interesting is a emerald comes from a crystal, and it is hexagonal in shape, and it is six-sided. So it's another six-sided crystal, and I'll show you as one on screen. So this is what a raw emerald looks like. Emeralds can be quite fragile, and the more inclusions, which can weaken the stone's durability. So while it is still quite scratch resistant, if you hit it, it will break because of the inclusions, and also where you have the prongs set on your ring or on the jewelry setting. There's a lot of pressure on those spots, so they can be quite fragile. So a lot of people don't wear them every day, but if you have a good jeweler and it's placed correctly and you don't mess around with it too much, it can be still quite durable. Okay, so we have colored the emerald there. Let's go into our book from Hanna Karlzon's Grains of Gold. We started a page last month, so let's go take a look at it. Okay, we've been using the Grains of Gold book for most of our completed gemstones, and this is no exception. Last month we did the diamond, so there are 3 diamonds right now. I probably will also do these as diamonds. I hadn't quite decided yet because there's also these ones on the edge, and I didn't know if it would be better to have those as emeralds or diamonds, but for sure I want these dropped ones to be emeralds, so those are the ones we are going to work on today. I will zoom the camera down a bit more now that you've seen kind of the rest of the picture. These flowers are done. These ones are not done yet. So these flowers are done. And most of the gold is done as well. We've got Chromos here, and we've got dollar store glitter gel pen up, or a glitter marker up top. And then the gold on the outside is the Fine Tech gold. So we've got 3 different kinds of gold: pencil, marker, and actual watercolor paint. And okay, I'll zoom you down and we'll start on these emeralds here. So looking at the options and color scheme here, this color scheme here works better for this page, although personally I love this one more. I love the glow in it, but this one is probably going to match the best with the rest of my colors on the page. So those will be the colors we choose. Okay, these are the pencils we are going to use. So again, that's phthalo green, light phthalo green, and hooker's green. And we are going to do some of these faceted drop pendant gemstones on the bottom. On screen, I'm going to show you some beautiful stones. So when we have a stone like this, we already have a center area. That is going to be our lightest. Okay, I have 3 very sharp pencils. I'm going to do the lightest color in the very center, and then I'm also going to do some light kind of in the middle of all of them. I'm then going to take my very darkest one and just do a tiny bit around the edge. These are so small. I'm going to then bring in my phthalo green, which is our mid green. And I want to kind of make an area around because I want there to be some definite change in color. have to find another page as well to do another emerald in this book, so that we can actually do a larger one. Okay. And the lightest will just blend it all together. Let's do another one. One right beside it. Since these are so small, I'm just going to use 2 colors for this one and see how that looks. So this is the phthalo green and then the light phthalo green. So I'm doing a darker around the edge and then blending the light color up. And I think we do need that darker color, so I'm just going to come in a few spots and add that. And because all of these are faceted, we can kind of take that color and bring it up a little bit. As long as we have some light on each facet as well, that's okay. Those definitely will match the stones up here. Okay, that is how our emeralds are going to go. Let's do this larger one up here. And we're going to put some light up here and bring it down, and then light on the other side. So it's not uniform, one is up higher. And then we can also bring the metal color into here, give it a bit more depth. Okay, and these things here can also be some kind of emerald. Okay, I think that looks good. Now, we could take and see how that looks. So this is the metallic green jelly roll, and it's just dulling down the black line. I'm leaving the center line alone though, and I'm just doing that one. And then I think I'll put green in here because I kind of want those little spots. I don't know what they are, but I want them to melt away. Okay, so that's how I'm going to do that. We'll finish off this little area right here. We have got the Uniball Broad Gold gel pen, and I'm just completing these spokes. So this is the dual metallic, and it is the green metallic blue one. There we go. Okay, I'll do that to this side, and that's how that'll look. Okay, I want to do one other emerald with you because I really want to bring in the brighter colors and do my favorite color of emerald. So I'm going to do this one here. Again, this is a faceted stone. This is another page from the same book, Grains of Gold, and I am going to do this stone right here. Okay, zoom you in a little bit, and I am going to start with my lightest color, which is light green 171. I'm not going to the total edge, but I am going to make sure that there is good coverage there. Then the next one is leaf green. Now there's a little facet all the way around. I'm going to do that one in the emerald green. Remember that my first layer is just basically to reserve areas and make sure I want the color there. Okay, then I'm going to take my middle green and go downwards. Now each facet is a little bit different, so this time I'm going to bring the darkest color, and then I'm going to go over the whole thing in the lighter color. I'm going to come up. So this is my emerald green. So I'm just going to come up off of the little facet there into this center a little bit. And then my mid color. And then my lightest color. And it doesn't have to be right in the center. In fact, if it's not right in the center, that's probably better, because light doesn't just reflect right scrappy in the center. So go around, very edge. So each facet, like I said, just kind of can be a little bit different. The light will hit it differently, so you're not going to have the light in the same spot all the time. And I'm always blending with my very lightest color. And for the darkest color, I'm usually blending with the next one up. And then for really tiny areas, Like here, I've just got the darkest color and then the lightest color. Just no harsh lines if possible. Now this one here in the center, I'm not going to have my darkest color. I'm going to come in with the emerald green. And then the lightest. So an emerald to me kind of does more glowing than sparkling. So I don't typically do like little sparkles off of an emerald. Because there's so many more inclusions in an emerald that it kind of doesn't make sense that there's a lot of sparkle on it. Now you can have a lab created emerald, and those are definitely more cleaner or clear. They have nice colors. So there's definitely synthetic or lab grown emeralds out there. I thought it was interesting to find out that most emeralds are treated because they have such high inclusions. In order to make them clearer, they're actually treated with oil. So they're basically put in a cedar oil bath and infused. So the crystal is dunked in this oil bath and infused with oil, so that, and the light, they use cedar oil because the light fraction level is the same as the emerald itself. And so it basically just, the oil fills all the little fissures and inclusions in it, and it becomes, it appears to be clearer. The inclusions are still there, but they're just basically filled with the oil to make them a little less noticeable. So an emerald that is quite cloudy probably has not had a lot of oil added to it, and a really clean emerald probably has had more. Emeralds come from pretty much they're mined all over the world. There are emeralds mined even in the United States. Most of them though come from Africa, like Ethiopia and Zambia, Brazil, and of course quite famous emeralds are from Colombia. They're not necessarily the best emeralds, but they do seem to get a high price, and they're quite well known. So sometimes that's where the price is coming from. Just switching between my colors. With the darker color usually always being along an edge. Yeah, this color of emerald is definitely my favorite. Comment below what kind of color you would prefer your emeralds to be. You want them to be a kind of a cloudier one, or if you like the bright clear emeralds. Both are beautiful, that's for sure. My sister's birthday is in April, and she watches the channel, so hello to my sister. Happy birthday. And she has some beautiful emeralds. Her husband has bought her some beautiful emerald jewelry in her collection. Okay, that is our emerald, and I do like that color, emerald, and I think it the lightest color really adds to what to me almost looks like a glowing effect. So that's where we're going to leave it today. I am so happy to be able to get a couple of emeralds done for you here on the channel today, both the muted color and this one, and a brighter color. Let me know which one you like best, and until next time, I hope you are having a creative and colorful week, and I will see you back here later in the week for another video. All right, take care. Bye-bye.